I self-discovered my cancer, and it's HER2, estrogen positive, progesterone positive, and HER negative. So, and I've discovered it last year. It started last year. And I found it in April or May, and I tried to go into the doctor, but I had to wait until September before I could, because they had called me for my mammogram. And I was like, okay, good. I was just going to call you because I thought I felt a lump. And I was like, oh, if you felt the lump, then you have to go through your OBGYN. You can't just come in and get a regular mammogram. And she has to call to get
Yeah.
this. And I was like, well, okay. And so that made me wait from that long until September 4th. So I came back from
That was a long
Atlanta.
time.
It was a long time, and I had kind of knew because I had felt the lump,
Mm.
and I had did my own exams prior before, and I hadn't felt anything before, not so distinct like I had felt this
Mm.
time. And then I was showering, I was like, oh, I think I feel two lumps, which was the lymph node involvement as well. So when I did do the diagnosis, I was in there just talking to the technician, the ultrasound technician. She was just talking, talking. The next thing you know, she stopped talking and she left the room. And I'm laying there on the table. I was like, well, that was weird. Wasn't that weird, Lord? I was like, we were talking right along and she just left out the room. And I said, let me get up and take a picture. And I took a picture on my phone of what she saw on the
Mm.
screen. And then she came back and she said, the radiologist wants to talk to you. We want to do a biopsy and this and that. And to me, it felt like all the air came completely out the room at that
Mm.
time. That's how
Yeah.
it felt to me. I just was like, I seemed like I couldn't hear, I couldn't see, I couldn't
Mm.
think straight. Nothing was going right. And she knew because she was like, let me help you get to back together and I'll walk you back to the area that you came in. And I just started praying. I started praying and talking to God. And I was walking out the area and I said, if I can just make it to my car without busting out crying, I'll be okay. And it was this lady sitting in the hallway and she said, your hair is absolutely beautiful. I had locks, and my locks, I had them for 3 years, and I was in love with my locks. And
Mm.
when she said that to me, the whole idea of cancer, the treatment, losing my hair hit me for real right there in that hallway. And I just burst out crying. I
Ah,
couldn't, I didn't make it to my car.
yeah.
I just burst out crying. And she said, it's gonna be okay because I just had a bad experience in there too. And I have to come back for a biopsy. And so that was the beginning of my journey of this
Yes.
cancer. And then I didn't know where to go. I was just feeling sorry for myself.
Hmm.
I was feeling like, who is going to help me educate me through this? And I was just praying and praying and praying. And I turned on the TV, and I mean, Touch was right there.
Ah,
Like right there, YouTube, the doctor is in. I was amazed.
wow.
I was like, there are Black women. And what I thought is, okay, well, it's triple negative, but it's educational and it's telling me things that I need to know about cancer. And what they kept saying is, Black women don't trial, but they do. Black
Hmm.
women don't trial. And I was like, trials, what is trials? And that really piqued my interest.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, well, Black women do trial. I'm going to do this. I'm going to trial. And when I went to my doctor, when I went to meet with the oncologist, I had a pamphlet full of questions to ask.
Ah,
Just from watching Touch, just like,
oh my gosh.
finding out, is it curable? Finding out,
Yeah.
what's the stages? How are they going to do? How are they going to treat it? Can I trial? What trial will it
Mm.
be? What stages in the trial will it be? How many arms of the trial will it be? Things I didn't even know that I didn't even know to ask.